All right, let's go ahead and talk about the top 3 tips you need to implement into your email marketing strategy for 2020. Let's get started. All right, so email marketing now in 2020 is more important than ever before. And the reason for that is because it's becoming way more competitive. More businesses are moving online, which means that the market's becoming more saturated, which then means that becoming different and having differentiation is going to be even more important. And a way to communicate the value that you bring is going to be leveraged against email marketing. And the reason why is because time and time again, email marketing has been proven to produce a higher ROI than even social media, according to a recent study. So that being said, what are 3 things you need to know about email marketing today? Well, the first one is that you need to make sure you are personalizing your email marketing. Okay, it's no longer about if, it's more about since. Now, what does that mean? You see, it's no longer about if you attended my webinar. You need to know if they attended your webinar. You need to know what actions they are taking in your business and create emails that reflect that. Let's say it's all about making it seem like you're emailing 10,000 people, but yet it comes off individual to each one of those 10,000. It's about personalizing the message to make it feel like you are truly talking to them. And in today's world, we have all kinds of means to collect data, from what they do to on your website to any surveys or questionnaires that you can integrate with your email service provider. I mean, there's so many different softwares between ActiveCampaign, Infusionsoft, Drip, and on and on and on that allow you to create these really amazing email marketing campaigns that allow you to create these automations in the back end so you can address your user at the right time. If someone showed a buyer's interest, meaning you have an offer and they clicked on your link and they went to your sales page but they didn't buy, you can create a campaign based around that scenario. In the same way, if someone did purchase, you can create a scenario to make sure that they complete their onboarding, right? It's all about creating all these different scenarios to handle all these different cases so that it comes off in a very personalized manner. Just simply using their name is a great way to stand out, okay? Acknowledging their purchases, acknowledging past actions. One of my favorite things to use is knowing their why. Whenever someone becomes engaged with me in my email list, I always ask them, what's your why and what are you trying to accomplish in the next 30 days? And I like to send up follow-up emails based on that so that they know that I'm paying attention. And even though it's an automated system where, people are coming in, it always feels like it's unique to that one individual because I'm using their responses to create that personalized feel. So in 2020, personalize your email marketing strategies to make it seem like you're talking to that one person and they're sure going to appreciate it. Now, tip number 2 is that you have to use your story now more than ever. Like I said before, the competition is getting crazier and differentiation is key, and people love to connect with those that are vulnerable. Vulnerability works, and your story is a great way to show that vulnerability by showing them that, you know what, you are the person that's going to help them with their problems, that you can, and that you are the best person for the job, that they can come to for guidance, for resources, for solutions, etc., etc., etc. Your story is a major point. There's a reason why Tony Robbins, Zig Ziglar, and all these big name speakers use their story over and over and over again. I mean, how many times have we heard Tony Robbins talking about, he just had to wake up and go for a run, and that's when it clicked him, that, pain and pleasure. I mean, we hear it time and time again because it works. We've also communicated through story for centuries. It's integral to us. It's inside our minds. Story is key, and now more than ever, story is what's going to help you set yourself apart so that you can wiggle out your competition, connect with your customers, and make a better relationship that's going to give you a long-term or a higher lifetime value of customer, and that's key. So don't be afraid to use your story. Get comfortable talking about yourself, and I know this is a big issue that many people have, but when you use your story in a way to connect with others, to show them that here was the nightmare before, and by going through this specific thing, I was able to reach the promised land, right? Going from problem to solution, your story is going to be integral in communicating the transformation, which is ultimately what you're trying to sell. Okay, now tip number 3 is making sure that your email marketing has a purpose. You always start with the offer in mind and you work backwards. And when you start with the offer, you then look at how can I create an email to support my offer, to relate to my offer, to show that my offer is necessary, and to most of all give confidence to my readers that this offer is what they need. It needs to have a purpose. While we are emailing to build relationships and to build connections, we also need to let our people know that we do have next steps for them to follow. We do have other offers for them to take advantage of. And we're not trying to sell here. What we're trying to show them is that we have more opportunities for them to solve their problems. So every email should incorporate elements to make it personal, should incorporate your story, but at the same time should have a purpose in terms of where you want them to go. All right. Now, if you use those 3 strategies, you're going to see a radical transformation in your business over the next couple of months going into 2021, and you're continuing to use those principles, not even with your email marketing, but with all your other marketing channels as well. Now, if you need help with these kind of ideas, make sure to join Marketing in Mojitos, where we can give you live feedback and accountability so that you can implement faster and get results faster. All right. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I'll see you in the next one.